Hi, beautiful souls. Today I had this feeling to share about an experience that I had a long time ago when I was in Sri Lanka with my granny. I went to Sri Lanka with my granny for my 30th birthday present from her. It was one of the best holidays I've ever had. Absolutely amazing. And such a joy to experience something like that with my granny. Anyway, on one particular day, I had this terrible earache, and obviously, when you're in a country that you're not familiar with, you don't really know how to go about getting something for your ears, or from the pharmacy. Pharmacies weren't like how we have pharmacies either. Anyway, I told the tour guide, this lovely chap called Lucky, and he said to me, "Don't worry, I have just the thing." So off he went, and he came back with a clove of garlic that had been peeled, and he said, "Put that in your ear and wear it in your ear until the pain has gone and it will go." So I put the garlic in my ear, and sure enough, the pain went. And if I took the garlic out, after a while, maybe the pain might come back. But basically, for the rest of the time, I had this garlic in my ear, and the pain just disappeared, No drugs, just this natural garlic. Now, this is the thing that just made me feel like I had to share this today, was when I had a sleep last night, and everything at the moment is just like, woohoo, we're in your dreams, we must tell you in your dreams, because Dreamtime is such a potent place to experience other realities and to bring forth gifts and wisdom from different times. And so anyway, whilst I have this feeling about the garlic, maybe might be useful to somebody, and how it's completely natural. In the dream time, I had this feeling, or not this feeling, but this awareness of skin. And not just the skin, but the head, the skin on our head. So whilst I put the garlic in the ear, you don't have to just put the garlic in the ear. The garlic can be used in other places on the body if necessary. So it draws what should not be there out because of its frequency and its gift, the gift of the garlic's gift. So I was like, okay, so when I was in Dreamtime, skin showed me how often what we do is we cover our bodies up with these man-made fabrics, and I'm a vegan, so I prefer to try not to wear things like wool and silk and stuff like that, but there is something to be had in a fabric that is lighter, because then the body breathes and it can receive the sunlight which has the codes, and the codes which help to communicate with the body, to help the body. So I want to get back to the skin on the head, because in my dream time, and I have had at different times like rashes and things like this on my skin. I went under lots of detoxing in 2016 and onwards, and since then it's very rare that I get any rashes. But a while ago, I think it was, I don't know, about 3 or 4 months ago, I was getting a rash around my neck if I ever wore anything like silver. So in my dream time, I was shown how certain metals and certain fabrics against the skin you have to be very, very careful of. But in particular, the metals can really create havoc on your body, especially if you're using what I would say very manipulated metals that have gone through very lot of unconscious creations to create the metal. Now, I had considered, because my ears don't like anything other than gold, considered getting these hypoallergenic metal earrings just to have some glitterati in my ears. But I was told, I was shown, my higher self communicated to me, like, this is not what we will do. We will not be doing this, because not only would you be putting in a foreign metal into the human body and in an area which actually corresponds with different parts of your internal body, and then communicates with those different parts. So, you know, when you're putting in your earrings and stuff, whilst you're putting it in there, that is communicating with different parts within your body. This is what I saw last night. And that's really can be very disruptive. So like, whilst we can might smell things, certain scents can really be very healing, or they can actually disrupt our endocrine system. Well, it's the same thing. You can put certain things into your body, like you could put a gold earring here with a diamond in it, and you're going to be amplifying certain areas of your body to give them the ultimate experience of well-being. Of course, you know, your participation in creation of this really does help, but it really, you want to be very conscious about what you're putting in your ears, in your stomach, in your nose, in your eyes, your mouth, your tongue, your wherever. Be careful about what metals you're putting in your body. Very, very careful, and careful about what kind of if you're putting in crystals, most of the time that's going to be fine, but a lot of these are composite. They're not exactly like crystals, and so there is a lot of don't know what to say really. There's a lot of room for distortion there, and you've got to consider the fact it's reflecting areas of your internal body. It's very interesting how our bodies communicate to us, and our higher selves communicate to us. But today I put garlic in my nose. So when I went round the field, I usually have sort of like my nose starts to run, my eyes start to run, especially at the moment where it's so cold outside. And I came back and I peeled some garlic, like Lucky had done, and I put them in my nose because I wanted to clear my nose. And because I had known about putting the garlic in the ears, I thought it makes sense to put it in the nostrils too. And I'm trying not to use as many drugs and things like this because I'm already having to take drugs. So it's like, right, reprogram and listen more to highest self. Highest self knows the answers, because a lot of the time we try to think what we should do, but really what we want to do is not think about what we should do, is just go, show me, to your highest self, and then feel it. Just feel and just do it. Just go with it. Don't even contemplate it. Just go with it. So I put the garlic in my nose, and it was interesting because it completely cleared out my sinuses, and all of this socket of my eye, I suddenly was able to see more clearly as well. I could feel it in my ear too. It was really, really interesting. So I'm not saying this is a science or anything like that. This is just what I was called to do by my highest self. And it was partly a remembrance of time in Sri Lanka, putting the garlic in my ear. Lucky showed me how to do this and how it works. But then in my dream time, it was like, be very, very aware about what you're putting on your body and what you're putting into your body, because it's saying not only on that area, but it's also talking to different areas within your body. That's really like, it's talking to different areas. Everything is talking to different areas within. So that's what I wanted to share today. I love you all. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the sun if it comes out. Try and get some sun on your skin. Be aware of the fabrics as well that you're using and the shoes that you're wearing. You know, as a vegan, I totally support a lot of the natural fibers that aren't man-made fibers. So things like mushroom, pineapple, cork, these sorts of things, I support those. But I also do have some wool things, of course I do. And I do also have man-made things, but I do get my arms and my body out when I go swimming. But it's important that you get sunshine onto your body, not just your face, but onto your body as much as possible. And if it's too cold, you want to wear something that the sun can penetrate, get right through. Certainly put your face into the sun, get the sun on your face, let it go to your eyes, and feel it into your body. Have a beautiful day. Peace.